Okay, starting off in your favorite comfy seat. You can take a crisscross leg if you like. I like to pull one foot in really close and then pull the other one in close to that. So find something that feels good to you. Sit up nice and tall. And let's just breathe for a moment. Find some long inhales and long exhales. Appreciate the length in your spine. Notice the rise and fall of your belly and your chest. With your eyes closed, breathing through your nose. See if you could cultivate your longest, deepest breath. And if you could, maybe allow yourself to slightly rock back into this seated posture so that your abs slightly engage. Just really a touch, nothing crazy. Maybe pull your belly button in a little more than you normally would. Maybe lifting your heart a little more than you normally would. Settle into a nice breath that you can hear in your ears, that ujjayi, that victorious breath. Sounds like wind in your ears. It's a warming breath. Also very calming and anchors us to this moment. Let's start our practice here, just being really present in this exact moment. We have nothing to do right here, just to be. With each inhale, feel your spine get a little bit longer. With each exhale, could your tailbone feel a little bit heavier, a little bit more grounded? And let's start to move. We'll start to twist. So with your inhale, reach your arms up overhead. Make your neck long as you do that. So hands go up, shoulders go down. And exhale, turn to the left. Tap the floor in front of you with your right fingers and behind you with your left. And we'll come back to center. Inhale. And exhale to the right. Tap the floor with your fingers. Let's do that a few more times. Inhaling through center. Exhaling to the side. Look over your shoulder. Inhale. Exhale. Maybe do this with your eyes closed. Holding on to that really centered feeling, and feel your body, your torso, rotating around the column of your spine. Feel that movement. Subtle, profound. Okay, using all of the strength of your beautiful, miraculous spinal column. Next time you turn out to the left, let's hold right there, okay? Hold, breathe. Use your fingers to make yourself even taller. And then use the right fingers on the left knee to make your twist a little bit deeper. And breathe here. Okay, just gentle. No reason to crank it and pull on yourself right now. See if you can deepen the opening in the left side of the chest and the right side of the ribs on the back. So feel the right shoulder blade peeling a little bit off. Maybe one more breath here. And we'll come back through center. So inhaling, arms up, long neck. Exhaling, look to the right over that right shoulder. Pause. Fingertips make the spine long. Left fingertips on the right knee. Make the twist a little deeper. Breathe. Long spine inhale. Twist at your belly button. Exhale. The right side of the chest gets bigger. All the space around the left shoulder blade gets bigger. As you're ready, bring it back in. So inhaling, all arms up. Now exhaling, bring your hands to your knees. Okay, maybe switch the crossing of your feet because we've been here for a while. And then grab onto your knees. Get a nice grip. With your inhale, pull on your knees very gently and think of lifting your heart as you slide your shoulder blades down your back. Kind of like we're doing a cow pose, okay? And with your exhale, a lot like when we do a cat pose, round your spine, pull your belly button back, and look at your chest. Let's do that again. Inhale, heart rolls up and forward, extended arched spine. Exhale, rounding. Maybe close your eyes. Take a few more like this. Find a nice little rhythm. Find some extra space in the front of your body, in the back. And get a little snaky with it, side to side maybe. Okay, and the next time you come back to center, just drop your hands in front of you and walk them out. Use your fingertips on the floor to keep your hips grounded, okay? So using grounded hips to keep your low back long. Walk your hands out with your long spine. Maybe you stay up on your hands because otherwise your spine feels like it's rounding too much. But if you can keep that spine long and keep your hips grounded, try your elbows. Maybe drop your head, but neck is long, please. And we're always prioritizing a long spine in these postures. Okay, it's one of our goals. We try to always keep it in mind. And take your time walking yourself back up. From here, cross your ankles, okay? Obviously, they're already slightly crossed, and roll over onto hands and knees. Let's get a little bit warmer. So we'll get the right leg out behind and the left arm forward, okay? Always wrapping the belly button into your spine, so don't let the lower back kind of dump into the floor. Keep it supported. Long spine here on your inhale. Reach out through the lifted arm and leg. Reach, 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 and push the floor. As you exhale, pull the knee in, the right knee and the left elbow. See if you can bring your nose in there too. Inhale to get long. Exhale, pull it in. Again, inhale. And exhale. One more time, bring it out. Big breath in. Pull it in, big exhale. Hold right here. Push the floor. Push, push, push. Keep breathing. If you want to play around with a little extra challenge, bend your left knee and try to point the left toes up at the ceiling. So you're balancing on your kneecap. It's really funky and wobbly. One more big breath here. And then let it go. All hands down, all knees down. We're switching sides. Left leg out, long and straight, belly button in, right arm forward. Same thing on this side. Long and strong on the inhale, push the floor. Exhale, pull it in. Again, inhale, reach out. Exhale, pull it in. Again, big breath in. And big exhale. Last one, out. And in. Hold it here. Push the floor. Use the strength on the front of your body to pull everything in. Maybe bend that right knee. Balance on the kneecap and point your right toes at the ceiling. I know it's challenging. Just play around with it. Don't take it too seriously. One more big breath. And let it go. All hands down, all knees down. Take your toes here. Take a little down dog. Hips up. And we'll walk the legs out. Kind of generous in the knee bend. Okay, roll the armpits around. And give your head some really good shakes. No, and yes. And then as you're ready, pop it back down to hands and knees. Okay, I'd like to get a little bit more into your back. So this time, right leg out behind, left arm forward, similar to what we did before. Lift that belly button. This time we're coming out to the side with the arm and leg, okay? So here we go. Inhaling long. Exhale, right knee sends itself out to the right. Left elbow points out to the left with a cactus bend in that left elbow. Inhale back to center. Exhale to the side. Funky airplane, we can call it. Inhale back to center. Again, exhale, funky airplane. Hold and lift. Inhale back to center. One more time. Exhale, funky airplane. Hold and breathe. Spicy option to extend the right leg out to the right, extend the left arm out to the left, and lift a little higher. Hold and breathe. One more big breath here. And let it go. Switching sides. Left leg out, behind. Right arm forward. Pull that belly button up and in. Inhale, long at center. Exhale, right arm makes a cactus to the right. Left leg makes a cactus to the left. Funky airplane. Inhale to center. Exhale to the side. Again, inhale. And exhale. Again, keep it strong. Inhale. Big exhale. One more. We'll hold this one, okay? Inhale. Exhale. Hold and breathe. Spicy option. Extend the left leg to the left if you have space. And extend the right arm to the right. Lift and breathe. Push that floor. Get warm. One more big breath here. And let it go. Tuck your toes. Back to downward facing dog. Come on up. Walk it out. Maybe roll over the tops of your feet. Maybe 1 foot is good. Maybe 2 feet is better. Rolling over those toes. Getting a stretch on the top of the foot. Sometimes feels really nice, okay? One more breath here in your down dog. And roll it back to hands and knees. Okay, one more thing down here on hands and knees. Right leg out behind. Similar to what we did before, okay? This time, we're keeping all the hands down. We're bending that right knee. Wrap your belly button in. So I want you to keep your low back really safe here. Okay, as strong and supported as you can. All the tissue that wraps around the low back is engaging inward. Pull it in. So heart moves forward just like a cat-cow on the inhale. Pull your heart forward. Try to point the right toes at the back of your head. As you exhale, pull the knee into your nose. Again, inhale, point the toe at the back of your head. Pull that heart forward. Exhale, pull it in. Again, arch the spine. And round the spine. One more, and we're holding here. Big breath in, point that toe at the back of your head. Grip the mat, pull your heart forward. Could you get the toe a little closer? Maybe balance on that left kneecap as well. 3, 2, and 1. Let it go. And switch sides. Left leg out behind, bending knee, belly button wrapping in. Inhaling here, heart pulls forward. Left toe points at the back of your head. Exhale, knee to nose. Again, inhale, arch that spine. Pull on the mat. Exhale, knee to nose. 2 more times. Big breath in. And big exhale. Last time, this one we hold. Hold it right here. Left toe wants to touch the back of your head. Pull on the mat, strong in your arms. Maybe balance on the right kneecap too. And one more big breath here. And let it all go. Tuck your toes, come on back, downward facing dog. Walk it out here. Notice how the legs feel, shoulders, all that good stuff. Okay, grip the mat, strong hands, strong feet, try to move back. And let's keep getting warm. Inhaling here, move your heart forward and find a plank, balancing your shoulders over your wrists. Remember, you can drop your knees in your plank if you need to. And exhale, find a down dog. Again, inhale, plank. Exhale, dog. Let's take a few more like this, okay? Use your knees if you need them. Keep your belly button wrapping in towards your spine. And let's start to make these a little curvy. So as you inhale, around your spine forward. As you exhale, look forward and arch your spine on the way back. Try it a few times, finding a little wavy movement in your spine. Inhale, arch, round. Exhale, arch. You might even make this roll all the way up to your feet, okay? Bending your knees, coming up on your tippy toes. Find kind of an organic wave movement building here. Maybe 2 or 3 more times. Finding some warmth in your arms. Next time you walk your hands back to, or you push your hips back to a down dog, do walk your hands all the way back to your feet. Bend those knees. And let's take a moment just to hang. Shake it off. Let your spine hang. And then put a really generous bend in your knees here. You might take your feet about hip width, and then so generous in the knees that your belly is kind of resting on your thighs. Take your hands behind your back and move them away from you. You might even let them kind of fall toward the floor if that's appropriate today. And then make sure that belly is resting on your knees as you keep your left shoulder on your left knee, but lift your right shoulder up. Look to the right, twisting here. Peeling open that right side of your chest to the right. Good stretch in the front of your shoulders, okay? One more breath here. And right shoulder comes back to right knee. Left shoulder peels up off of left knee. Look to the left. Hold and breathe. Maybe extend your left leg. And let's go back through center. Both shoulders down. Look to the right. Maybe extend the right leg. And back to center on the exhale. Inhale, look to the left. Extend the left leg. And back to center. Again, on the right, extend and inhale. Exhale to center. One more time on the left. All right, release your hands. Inhale here, push into your heels. Roll yourself up. Reach up nice and tall. Interlace your fingers here. Okay, big exhale, pointing your fingers out to the right. And let's hold here. I want you to really make sure you're extending rather than just collapsing into the right side. We're extending length on all sides of the spine. Push into your feet. Reach through your fingers a little longer. And let's bring it back through center. Extend out to the left. Make yourself longer. One more breath here. And bring it back to center. Bend your knees here. Come all the way down. All right, palms are on the ground. Inhaling here, walk it forward to a plank. Exhaling here, come halfway down. Elbows top to your ribs, and you can use your knees for that, of course. Inhale up to your plank. And exhale, walk to your hands, big fold. Inhale, roll yourself up. Reach up tall. Interlace your fingers. One exhale out to the right. Long. Inhale through center. One exhale to the left. Inhale through center. Okay, one chair squat here. Exhale, drop into your hips. Look up at your hands. Bend those knees. Inhale to stand, lift your heart. And exhale to fold. Come halfway up on your inhale with your very long spine. And exhale, very big fold here. Palms are down. Inhale to plank. You can step it or hop it if you like. Exhale here, halfway down, elbows to ribs. Inhale to plank. Exhale, down dog. Let's take a moment to walk it out, friends. Walk it out the heels, feeling the legs get a little bit warmer. Okay. Hands pushing the mat forward, feet pulling the mat back. And of course, we have the right and left sides of the body, always trying to pull inward to center. Everything is moving inward towards your center of gravity, behind your belly button. Let's get the right leg up and out behind. Take a big breath in here. And exhale, pull that right knee forward. Drop the foot between your hands. Inhaling here, crescent lunge, come on up. Okay, exhaling here, drop the back knee to the floor. The left knee taps the floor ever so carefully. Inhale, pick it up. Again, exhale, tap the back knee down so carefully. And inhale, pick it up. One more time, exhale, tap it down, and then pick it up off the floor. Hover just an inch, just 1 inch off the floor, and breathe. Try to squeeze your feet toward each other. Hover, hover, hover that knee. Maybe lift your belly button up and in and lift your heart. Keep breathing. Maybe turn your arms into cactuses and use your shoulder blades to peel your heart up even more. Hover that knee. One more big breath in here. And then all hands down in front. Let it go. Exhale. Back to down dog. Walk it out. Let's take a little vinyasa. Feel free to skip it, okay? And take a break. Heart moves forward on the inhale to plank. Exhale, hop or step to your hands and fold. Roll it up, inhale. Interlace your fingers. One exhale out to the side. Inhale to center. Other side. Inhale to center. Lift your heart. Exhale, drop it into your chair. Squat, look up. Inhale to stand, lift your heart. And exhale to fold. Palms are down. Inhale to plank. You can hop or step. Exhale all the way down. Inhale for a little cobra. Pull your heart up and forward. Pull on the mat. Exhale to down dog. Walk it out. A few breaths here. Push the mat forward. Pull the mat back. Pull everything into center. Elbows move in. Knees move in. Second side. Inhaling here. Left leg up and out behind. Exhaling. Drop the left foot between your hand. Inhale. Crescent lunge. Come on up. Exhale. Tap the right knee to the floor. So carefully. Inhale. Pick it up. Again, exhale, tap it. And inhale, pick it up. One more time, exhale, tap it and hold. Hover right there, just 1 inch off the mat. Try to drag your feet toward each other and feel your belly button pulling in as your heart peels up. Hold and breathe. Maybe cactus arms serve your heart up a little more. Knee is hovering, legs are trying to squeeze together. Lift your heart. Remember to breathe. One more big breath in here. And let it go. Exhale, all hands down, down dog. Inhale here, find a plank. Exhale to your hands and fold. Roll it up, inhale. Interlace fingers. Exhale to the side. Inhale to stand. Exhale, other side. Inhale to stand. Exhale to your chair. Drop that tailbone, look up. Inhale to stand, heart up. Exhale to fold. Halfway up, inhale. Big fold, exhale. Palms are down. Inhale to plank, hopper step. Exhale down. Inhale, cobra, pull on the mat. Exhale, down dog. Let's take some time here, yogis. 5 or 6 breaths. Maybe close your eyes and just feel where you are in space. Feel the hands gripping the mat very strong. Shoulders sliding down and away from your ears as the elbows move inward. Maybe you could cultivate a feeling of lift, an energetic lift in the center of your palm, as if there was a line of energy running through the center of your arm and you were trying to suck that up to your armpits. Same thing with your arches. Could you feel like you're trying to pull your arches up towards your hips? How would that feel? All right, let's keep playing around. Inhaling here, right leg up and out behind. Okay, exhaling here, right knee moves across to the left elbow. Hold, hover. Inhale, right leg up and out behind. Exhale, drop the right foot between your hands. The left heel is coming down. Okay, coming up to a warrior 2. Inhaling, cartwheel yourself up and around, warrior 2. Nice, exhaling, drop a little deeper into that right hip. Hang here and I will spin around to face you. Okay, so watch the right knee. Make sure the right knee is pointed at your right middle toes. Sometimes it wants to collapse toward the center, toward the arch. Move it away so it points towards your pinky toes. And then drag that right heel back so you can get a little deeper into this and really press into the outer left foot. Somewhere in the center of all that, your spine is centered over your tailbone. So do your best there. And drop a little lower. Holding here in your warrior 2, could you close your eyes? Maybe gaze out past the right middle finger. Sometimes holding in these postures can be quite profound. Inhaling here, yogis, drop your left hand, sweep your right hand up toward the ceiling. And exhaling, reach that right hand past your right foot. Okay, I'm going to have you step your left foot a little bit forward and put those right fingers on the floor, about a foot in front of your right foot. Okay, at this point, you can launch your left leg into the air. If you need more space, move toward the center of your mat. Okay, half moon. So we're extending that left leg out there. Pull your belly button into your spine. We think of stacking the left shoulder and hip over the right shoulder and hip. Okay, breathe. Half moon. You want to bend your right knee? Go for it. You can bend that right knee. Just keep the left leg nice and strong. Options here to hover your right fingers off the ground. That's a fun little challenge, okay? Play around with that. Another option here to bend your left knee and grab your left ankle with your left hand. You want to keep your hips stacked if you can, but then you can kind of play around with kicking the foot away from you and getting a nice stretch in your hip flexor and your quad. One more big breath here in your half moon. All right, and then release the left leg if you had it. Right fingers back on the ground. Come out slowly and with control. Back to that warrior two. Left toes drop to the floor. Left heel drops to the floor. Inhaling here. Lift the right hand. Drop the left. Back to your exalted warrior. And exhale. All hands down around that right foot. And back to down dog. Walk it out. Notice how that side felt, and we'll take a little vinyasa in between. So heart moves forward on your inhale to plank. Exhale to your hands and fold. Roll it up, inhale. Exhale, drop straight down into your chair. Squat, lift your heart. Inhale to stand, heart up. And exhale to fold. Halfway up, inhale. And big fold, exhale. Palms are down. Inhale to plank. Exhale down. Inhale to cobra. Exhale, down dog. Take a few breaths here, 5 or 6 breaths, long and slow. Maybe close your eyes. Lift the center of your palm. Suck your arches up away from the floor. See what happens if you lift your toes here. How does that feel? Okay, activate. Make that down dog super intentional. Let's keep going. Second side. Inhaling here, left leg up and out behind. Exhale, draw the left knee towards your right elbow. Hold and hover. Inhale, send it back. Exhale, drop the left foot between your hands. Boom. Drop the right heel. Boom. Inhaling, cartwheel yourself up and around. Warrior two, okay? Hang out here in your warrior. I'll spin around to face you. So watch the left knee in particular. The left knee tends to want to point towards your arch. So point it out toward the pinky toe. Pull the legs in towards center. So strong legs, please. Push into that outer right foot. And somewhere in the middle of all of that, the spine is perfectly balanced over your tailbone. Close your eyes here. Just feel where you are. Feel the moment passing. Feel your heart beating. And then exalted warrior. Inhale here. Drop your right hand behind you. Lift the left. Exhale, send that left hand forward and pause. We might have to step the right foot closer a little bit. And the left fingers can come to the ground. And we're coming on up to our half moon, sending that right leg up in the air. I need a little bit more space. Okay. Take your time here. We're extending strong through the right leg. So the belly button is pulling in, so we're controlling this heavy leg in the air. Hips and shoulders are stacked to the best of your ability. And maybe you're playing around with that hover, that left fingertip hover here. There's always something you can play around with in these postures, so make sure you don't get bored. I like to have options. You can also play around with bending that right knee and grabbing the right ankle with your right hand. Do your best to keep the belly button pulling in. And you can get a nice opening in your quad and your hamstring, your hip flexor. Kicking that foot away from you, maybe. Just make sure it feels good, and if you need to bend the left knee, go for it. You don't have to extend the left knee at all. As a matter of fact, even if you can extend your left knee, keep a little softness in it, please, so it doesn't lock out. One more breath here. And come out slowly. Release the right foot if you had it. Fingertips back on the floor. Okay? And we'll allow these right toes to come down to the back of the mat again. Find your warrior two. And then up to your exalted warrior. Inhaling here. Right hand down. Left hand up. And exhale. All hands down around the left foot. Down dog. Walk it out. And then let's take a little vinyasa. Inhaling, heart moves forward for plank. Exhale, hop or step forward and fold. Inhale, roll it up. Now exhale, sit into your chair. Inhale to stand, lift your heart. Exhale to fold. Halfway up, inhale. Big fold, exhale. Palms are down, inhale to plank. Exhale all the way down. Okay, inhale to your cobra, and then I want to stay here in cobra. So find a sustainable cobra that you don't need to use your hands for, okay? Okay, so you can hover your hands off the mat here, sending your heart forward. Even though your hands aren't on the mat, pretend that you're gripping and pulling back still with your strong arms. Elbows pull in. Tailbone is trying to point at the center of the earth, so you feel a little lift in your belly button. Go ahead and lift your legs as well. Hold and breathe. If everything's going well, join your hands behind you and pull them back away from your head. Tailbone points down. Maybe lift a little higher. One more big breath here. And then let it go. Come on down. Just rest your forehead on the mat. Take some big breath here. And as you're ready, hands back up underneath your shoulders. Inhale here. Pull your heart up and forward, back up to your sustainable cobra. So hands float. Tailbone points down, legs are up, hold and breathe. Okay, try reaching back here, joining your hands behind you. Same thing, lift the hands, move them back. If all is going well, try bending your knees and pointing them at the back of your head. And if you're still feeling great, you can grab for your ankles. Okay, if you got your ankles, I'd say flex your feet at first and move the feet away from you. And breathe. Okay, in your upward, your bow pose, okay? You might rock a little bit on your belly with your breath. Play with that. Okay, use your big belly breath to rock. Maybe keep kicking your feet a little bit away. One more big breath here. And release it all. Take a moment, forehead on the floor. We'll come up one more time, okay? One more time, just like that. So hands back up on your shoulders, grip the mat, pull your heart forward and hold. Hover, hands, hover legs. Remember, your tailbone points down here. We want to keep the low back pretty safe. Okay, that's another one of our priorities, is a safe low back. Okay, maybe join hands behind you, move them away. Knees bend, toes point at the back of your head. Hold and breathe. So you can stay here, of course. You can always back it up. Also, of course, back to the floor. You can grab your ankles if that suited you well. Flex the feet and move them away from you. If this is going pretty well, switch your grip from the outside of your ankle to the inside of your ankle. Maybe play around with pointing your toes and moving them back. Breathe here. Remember to keep your heart open and your neck long. And that low back safe by pointing your tailbone down, okay? Maybe a couple more big breaths here in your bow pose. Big chest, open shoulders. One more big breath. And let it all go. Come on down. Just take a moment to let that back bend kind of wash over you. Back bends are exhilarating and energizing. But we also don't want to get carried away, right? So come here, hands back under shoulders. Tuck your toes. Come on up to a down dog. Just notice how your down dog feels. Notice your low back, the backs of your shoulders, backs of your legs. Walk it out. Okay, and then drop to your knees here. And come on up on your knees. Okay, we'll get a little bit more back bendy. Okay, toes are together. So big toes are together. Your feet, your knees are about hip width. And you want to make sure that your hips stay over your knees. So we're trying to prevent them from moving back toward our feet. And you'll see what I mean as we go along. So you can start with your hands on your low back, like you're trying to put your fingertips in your back pockets. Pull that belly button into your spine. Try to put your tailbone at the front of the mat. So tailbone is pointing at the front of the mat. We want to lift this heart here. Just start by lifting your heart, maybe looking up. Then ask yourself if you want to stay here or if you want to go further, and be honest with your answer. If you'd like to go further, you can slide your hands down your legs, maybe even bringing them to your heels, your hands to your heels, and make sure that tailbone points forward still. The heart lifts. Maybe looking up. But do keep lengthening the back of your neck, okay? Don't let the back of your neck collapse. One more big breath here. And then hands back to your low back. Come on up. Have a seat here on your heels. Come down into a child's pose. Let's counter that big juicy back bend with a nice little grounding fold. Forehead to the floor. Maybe rocking side to side, allowing your low back to neutralize and let go. Okay, we'll do that camel pose, Ustrasana, 2 more times. So as you're ready, come back up on your knees, please. We'll do the same thing. So you can decide if you want to stay or go further. And I'll let you kind of explore at your own, with your instincts. So you can start just by lifting your heart, pointing your tailbone forward, hands on your low back, fingertips in your back pockets. Hold right here. Decide if you want to stay or go further. You can walk your hands down your legs to your heels. Okay, play around here. You might feel good lifting your right hand, looking down at your feet as you really move your hips forward. Big opening in your chest. And then maybe switch sides, right hand down, left hand up. Move those hips forward, big opening. One more big breath here. And all hands down, hands to your low back again. Come back up and back down to another child's pose here. Drop your hips. Walk your hands forward and drop your head again. Take a few breaths. Let that back bend wash over you. Okay, one more round of camel pose. So back up on your knees. Coming back into your camel. Tailbone points forward, belly button in, heart lifts, hands to your low back. You can stay right here. Or slide your hands down to your heels. Keep those hips moving forward. If all is going well here and you want to kind of deepen this and maybe just play around, release your hands and take them to your heart. Keep that heart lifting. Keep the tailbone pointing forward. You should always be able to talk here. One more breath. Hands to your low back. Back down to your child's pose. Come on back. Last time. Rock it out in your hips. From your child's pose, let's take a little twist, okay? From here, pick up your left hand and reach it under your right arm, all the way out to the right, until the left shoulder comes to the floor. Make sure your hips are still heavy on your heels, okay? And maybe the right fingers stay here and you kind of push the floor. You can also use the left hand pushing against the left arm, actually the whole thing, pushing against the floor to deepen your twist a little bit. Maybe that right hand reaches that. Maybe you drop it across your back and grab your left thigh. Breathe here, big inhales into your long spine. Big exhales using your strong belly muscles, wrapping inward. As you're ready, we'll switch sides. So right hand comes back in, left hand comes back in, and now the right hand reaches under the left arm. Bring that right shoulder all the way to the floor. Drop your ear, rest your head. Okay, maybe you keep the left fingers on the floor with some gentle press down. Maybe the right arm starts to press into the floor and you just naturally start to look up. The left arm can reach up here, then it can even drop across your back and grab for the right thigh. Long spine inhale. Belly button to spine, exhale. All right, come on back to center here. Back to your child's pose. And then walk your hands all the way back towards your knees. And we'll find a comfy cross-leg posture again. So if you sit your hips to one side and just find your favorite seat. We'll end here. Sit up nice and tall. Find your longest spine. Maybe, who knows, maybe a little longer than when we started here about 50 minutes ago. Let your eyes close. Your tailbone sinks towards the center of the earth. And the top of your head moves toward the sky. With your eyes closed, breath coming through your nose very effortlessly. Feel the breath moving in and out involuntarily. Now surrender all control over making your body this way or that. Just allow yourself to be. Notice every sensation in your body. Observe every thought with cool, calm compassion. Allow yourself to sense your immediate environment in intense detail. Sensations, sounds, smells, everything. Allow yourself to be present in this moment. This is the only moment we have. Please keep resting like this for as long as you can. Thank you so much for joining me.